Other equipment you should... What's going on, people? I'm back. I haven't done one of these videos in over a year, and I know there's a lot of people who ask me what happened to the vlogs and why they stopped. Well, things were basically not in my control, and the other spotters, well, you know, they don't want to do it, so I'm basically doing this by myself. But things are about to change now. I'm gonna try and upload not on a regular, but now just off and on, and stop leaving you guys in the dust. And what better way to do it than right here live at the Lynden Pindling International Airport. Now, this first video isn't going to be necessarily a vlog. This video is something that I've been looking forward to doing for quite some time. I didn't really have time to do this video, but now that I do, I'm doing it right now with the help of my good old friend who you saw in the beginning of this video, who's starting to annoy me right now. But without further ado, here's a guide to plane spotting at the Lynden Pindling International Airport. There are things that you must have and things that you don't necessarily need when it comes to plane spotting. I've been plane spotting for the last... This is 2016. I've been plane spotting for the last 4 years, and over the years I've came to realize that there are stuff that you need and stuff that you really don't need. Now, off the bat, when it comes to plane spotting, you should know that you need a camera, but not every camera is going to work here at this airport, because this airport is a very weird airport in that we are slightly far away from the runway. There's runway 14, which is the main runway, runway 32, runway 27, and the very far away runway 09. In my opinion, the best type of cameras to use for this particular airport are cameras that have a very large zoom range. At minimum, you should have about 16 times optical zoom or 400 millimeters. And when I say camera, I don't mean any type of camera. It could be a super zoom camera, a DSLR, a DSLM, or a DSLT, or a standard video camera should be able to do the job here. In my case, I'm using a DSLM with a 45 to 200 millimeter lens, or a 90 to 400 millimeter lens on a 35 millimeter equivalent. It has a large micro four thirds sensor, which allows me to get perfect pictures and videos in low light, and also for me to get a nice depth of field when trying to phase through objects like fences. Other equipment you may or may not need range from batteries to a tripod to a microphone to something to stand up on to go over the fence, or vice versa. It's all up to you. Now, because this is the Bahamas, we are very well known for our nice climate and humid weather, and of course, it gets really hot here at this airport. In fact, the weather changes here on a dime. It'll be sunny at one point, and then it'll get cloudy at the next. So you really have to be prepared for the type of weather changes that will occur. And at the same time, dealing with heat, you also have to deal with other people and occasionally police. But lately now, the police presence bothering you has been drastically reduced. They'll pass by and just look at you, but they, for the most part, won't do anything. And if you're like me and or Cameron, who be out here for a long period of time, it's best to bring snacks or bring refreshments to try and quench your thirst. Because, like I said, out here it gets really hot. So the best thing to do is bring water, freeze it, or something sweet to drink. Or if you don't bring anything, there's a local gas station that's right nearby with reasonable prices that you always buy something to drink or even eat at. Okay, we already talked about the things that you should and should not do and all this basic stuff around the airport that you should know. Let's talk about the runways. So we're here at runway 14. This is the main runway here at the Lynden Pindling International Airport. This is the main runway where planes come and take off and land. Now, this part of the airport, I'm calling Area 1, and there are 4 designated spots here in Area 1 that you can easily get some nice shots, either photos or videos. Okay, now we are at runway 09. This is the same runway what I said is very far away from all the others because it's in a very weird location. It is on a dirt track road that is very unsuitable for normal people to travel, so I do not advise you to come to 09er at any cost, but if you're willing for the challenge, go right ahead. It's right in the box there. Now we're at runway 27. This is one of my favorite runways here at the airport because one, it's closer to runway 27. Two, we're closer to the runway. As soon as planes come off runway 14, you can see them taxiing past, and we're even close to one of the best fixed base operators here in the Bahamas, which is Odyssey Aviation. Getting shots here at runway 27 will be kind of annoying though, because it's right next to the main road, which means you will be able to hear cars driving past like so. We can't avoid that, but we just have to do our best. Now we are at runway 32. This runway, just like 27, is right by the main road, so there will be a lot of cars passing by. But this runway is very unique because it has a vantage point unlike any other. I mean, it's similar to runway 14, but it's very unique. You can easily catch planes that are taking off from runway 14 and catch them taking off from this vantage point. And even though runway 32 is kind of like runway 27 in that it's right next to the main road, it's kind of fairly quiet, but it is very lonely because it is at a very far end of the airport, meaning that, and I hope you can hear me, but it is very far away from any local areas like any neighborhoods or any buildings. I mean, runway 32 is closer to Odyssey Aviation, but Odyssey Aviation really won't do anything to help you. It is far away from the gas station, it's far away from Wendy's, it's far away from the nearest neighborhood. It is just that far away. But it's far more accessible and far more inviting than runway 09er. Well, anyway, that's it for the plane spotting guide for now. There's far more for me to talk about, but I'll introduce some more parts later on. For now, take care and wiggle link.
And we're out. Wait.